Okay. And then go. There we go. Sweet. All right. Now, let's grab this phone. Okay, so I'm going to let's see if we can get something to play through this. So I'm going to go over here to audio hijack. And I'm going to go Chrome and I'm going to swap this over with Finder. All right, and then we're going to go over here and we're going to go. Oh, wait, no, let's go boom. Chrome. Google Chrome. Well, what? Okay, so we are back. Now I'm going to go over here and go Googly Chrome. And then I'll go unmute.show. And we're going to go. Actually, we'll go boom /TW. Technically working.show. I'll hit TW54 now on YouTube. Make sure I can hear this. Play. Okay. So now, open YouTube. Actually, can I get... Then I'll go messages. Message. Boom. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. And then blam and go blam. All right, there we go.
Selected all button. Armtech button.
And then go down here to messages.
Messages. Liz Ogmer, 90 and 620.
Go back.
Liz Ogmer, Marty and Larry Watkinson. Marty with list 7227. Michael Babcock. Website.
Michael Babcock.
Messages. Michael Babcock. Blue text
YouTube.
a group of blue text. Michael Bab React. Open URL news.
Open URL.
Video player. Button. YouTube. Live video play controls.
Okay, so now I'm going to go to Google Chrome and hit play. And now let's see if you can hear me. KNS model number. Okay, that's not good. Why is Google Chrome not getting broadcasted? Output device has one input from Google Chrome, one output. Delete that. Okay. So there we go. That's deleted. Now. Oh, wait. Boom. That's why. Google Chrome. Now if I hit this button, and then I hit
I was
play.
doing was leaning back in my chair because I hadn't locked it so I couldn't lean back, and the road would have just stayed there. This one is like, no, I'm going to bounce back up a little bit.
Kind of like that first one that we both got off of Amazon.
This one is very much like that, except a higher quality. So if you picture
Sweet.
that, just think of it built
So
by a German.
now I
I
just
don't
need to
mean that
figure
to
out how to
be-
bring the audio of my microphone.
I don't mean that in any
or
other
the
way other
phone
than that it's
volume
actually from a
down.
German company. So there's a lot of good engineering. It's a pretty good boom arm. But trying to lean back, I don't think it really wants you to do that. Or without me doing stuff, there's too much stuff on my desk for me to flatten it out the way that I needed to probably make it stay. But yeah, it was the first one
Okay, so
I
I
put my
just
hand
took
on.
that
So it's the
down
one I
to
took out. I put the boom
62%.
arm back up.
And
So
I'm gonna
there we
turn this
go.
down.
That makes sense.
So what's been happening, man? I got a lot
And now
of
this
things I
is down
should
to
have remembered
50%.
to write down to ask you about. So we're gonna
So-
start here because it's the thing that's top of mind for me right now with a follow up on the Eufy cams.
Yes. That's funny because I was thinking today, man, what were those 5 things that we listed off yesterday for the show? I don't remember any of them. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Full transparency with people. We do have some follow up, though. We do have some follow up.
So we got the Eufy cam set up. We have 2 of them, but I
audio
only set one of them up. It was a pretty simple setup process. Mallory was trying to explain to me how to put the bass in so we could screw it into the bass. And she's like, yeah, and you just put this here and you
I
put this
muted
there and you
Google
put that
Chrome.
there. And I'm like, you do what? Like, you just showed me in my hands. What are you talking about? She goes, yeah, I made that more complicated than I need to. So I think I put the bass in right. It looks like it's right and it works fine. She claims that I can hear audio from the camera. I haven't played with that much, but she finally invited me to the house to the home because she set up her own home when she got her home pod. Like that, there's no joking around. It's not my home pod; it's her home pod. She's like, I'll invite you to the house, I guess. And so I wanted to check out the camera. It's really easy to get to the footage of it to be able to watch it live. I don't think I can see the secure video that she's set up because it was done on her end, but I need to play with that a little more. And that's the Eufy Cam review because that's all I got.
So that takes me down a path of HomeKit in general, though, because one issue I have. So you know that we have 2 HomePods because you sent me one of yours and you're like,
Yep.
I'm done with this HomePod stuff. We're going all Sonos. I think was the plan.
Yep.
I don't remember
Yeah, and then
exactly
we
what
bought a
right now.
HomePod, so
Yeah, and now that's turned all the way around.
yeah. We'll talk about that. I wonder if I can bring my HomePod Mini into her home. Should ask her.
You would have to remove it from yours and take it to hers. But that's one of the issues. That's so. Quick side note, and I think I'm going to go. It's probably as obvious to everybody except for me until right now. At this second, when I'm saying it, but I'm probably going all in on HomePods, so I will buy more of them. Just because. I was listening to, what was it, Barbecue and Tech, I think, and Chris Ashley from Barbecue and Tech made a very good point that I hadn't really thought about. And you're used to this because you do it all the time. But he's like, it's nice having, Apple stuff all through the house because he's an iPhone user. So he's like, I can just say, hey, assistant, remind me or set a reminder to, wrap ribs in 2 hours. Or, hey, set a reminder to, pull ribs off in 45 minutes or whatever the case may be. But he's like, I can say it anywhere and I'll get the notification wherever I happen to be because either there's going to be a HomePod there or my phone's on me. But if I'm in the kitchen, I can say it here, or if I'm in my office, I can say it there, or if I'm outside, I can pull out my phone and say it. Like, it's just there. It's like, I hadn't really thought about that. So I really should, strategically place these in places where I can just yell out to the air, remind me to do a thing. I should also turn on notifications for reminders because apparently those don't work for me right now. But that's a side note. Back to the point of HomeKit in general and HomePod specifically. Now, perhaps I'm doing something wrong because that's always possible. because I kind of have an expectation as an Apple
so
user
now
that stuff
I'm
will just
going
work. So then you go in to go
send my
set it up or
output
use it or
to
configure it, and you're like, wait, this
mixer
is more
input.
complicated than I think it should be.
Then I'm going to kill
So
my
we have two
mic.
HomePods. The one you sent me is in the office right now, so it's like literally within hands reach. Like I could reach out and probably grab
the
it
live
unless a
stream.
cat has knocked it on the floor, which is entirely possible. But I bought the second one with a plan of buying another mini that I'm gonna, spread around or whatever. So the second one right now is on Tia's side of the bed on her nightstand, and I attempted
that's not
to make her the primary user / owner of that specific HomePod on the side of her bed because, well, it was meant to be her HomePod. Like, but that doesn't really work.
Nope. Sure doesn't. I think that's why Mallory ended up with her own home. I've got like 5 homes in HomeKit right now.
And it's annoying, right? Because Tia's added to the home, so she has full access to the home. She can do whatever she needs to do inside of the home. She doesn't,
So
do much, but she has that level of access. So my thought process was here. Okay, here's this HomePod. I made myself the primary user,
actually, that
so
did
just
not
by
kill that
default,
for you.
it's gonna pull from my music. It's gonna pull from my etc. Right? I do have the personalized situation set up so that if she comes in and says something to the HomePod, it'll recognize her voice and pull from her iCloud information. But
Okay, so now I should be on the YouTube stream. We will see. We'll give that a couple of seconds to see because this says Mixer is getting 1X, 1Y input as source 1 mic. I need to get this licensed. Okay, so Mixer. Okay, so if I bring, okay. And then I can bring Chrome. I'm going to, hey Ben, you should check to see if I'm showing live for you. Chrome output goes into Mixer.
but that's
So
part of
now
my
that
plan.
should bring Chrome in.
And I wanted Lincoln's
Okay.
HomePod to be Lincoln's HomePod. So if
Now I'm gonna come over
Lincoln just
here.
goes in and taps it and it starts playing music, it's going to play Lincoln's music.
Right.
Whatever he has in his library. Or if Mia goes in and says something, it doesn't have to be a thing that is mine that they can use, which is not the way I feel it should be because, like you said, it's not the way it works in the home. The
30%.
network is mine. The HomePods are meant for wherever they happen to be this person's HomePod. Now, I do realize, and I feel like the Google Home handles this better. I feel like Google actually handles this better with their Home Hub. And just a side note, Mike sent me his random Home Hub that he wasn't using.
There we go.
I hadn't set it up yet. I should
Oh.
do that though.
Okay. I was going to say, is it being used? We weren't using it. That's why you got it.
Yeah, I'm probably actually going to set it up because I think that one is newer than the one that's sitting in the kitchen now, which means it should be able to work with Matter now or at some vague random point in the future if Matter becomes a thing. But yeah, it was annoying because I felt like I should be able to assign like, okay, this HomePod, the default user is. So for people not understanding what I'm saying, if you're adding a HomePod to
Okay,
your
so now Chrome should be gone. And now I'm going to bring me up. So now I'm at 75%. We'll go to 95. That's weird. Oh, no, that's right. Okay. So now I'll bring Demasi up to about.
I heard this on a podcast
50%.
recently, and I agree. Like, what is Apple? We haven't heard anything in a
so
while.
now
Like,
Demasi
what
is
is
at
Apple's
50%.
strategy, and what is the next one? Because the current one ain't working.
For home?
No, it's not, because what is Apple doing? Like,
What
what
if I mute him? Okay.
they have killed, basically they're killing the HomeKit secure router thing. That's going away, which actually was pretty nice.
Okay. That's not good. Why is that not playing audio?
If you owned a router that supported it. The Eros, at least the Eero 6 is supported. I don't know about any later models, but the Eero 6 is supported it. So I did have that for a while before I sold my Eeros and bought Ubiquiti. I'm kind of not as annoyed anymore that Ubiquiti didn't put the effort in to support HomeKit secure router, because hey, Apple just killed that thing. But essentially what that did was do what I have done to a certain extent on a more complex level.
There we go.
Essentially,
Now
what
I hear.
HomeKit router will let you do is, as you had it added devices.
Sign in.
Select window. Button. Window will be on.
Alexa, stop. Okay. All right, so I don't see Demasi here. And this has been a pretty good use of my day, actually. All right. So this is the end of the last test. I'm sorry, the end of the test. So I'm going to end this stream. End